Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the week of October 25th. This week, we're just going to jump right in here, Aries, and see what is going on for you at this time here, Aries. I just want to get a good another shuffle going here, Aries. But Aries, we're going to pull 3 yes or no question cards at the end as well. And I will give you time to think of your questions. If you don't have questions, that's fine as well. I will be putting all 3 cards together. But Aries, start off with the Nine of Swords. Definitely, I feel like some of you could be stuck in a little bit of a nightmare, feeling not so great. Your reading is very interesting. You're like the second sign where it's like this is a little challenging, and then everything over here is significantly better. You have the Emperor, 2 aces, and the Page of Cups. So it's like I feel that you have a lot better things to look forward to here. I would try to get out of this like retrograde mode, right? It's like we had Mercury and Jupiter retrograde until the 18th. So I don't know when these videos are going to come out, but it'll probably be after the 18th. It is after. Today is the 18th, so there you go. Still confused because of the retrograde, right? But what I would say here is I kind of feel that energy of like still being in retrograde mode here, like thinking, like feeling confused and all that other stuff. So I try to get out of your head. Even your crossing energy is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords actually isn't bad because it is an energy of being stuck. It is a card of a self-imposed restriction or putting yourself in prison, but it kind of represents the fact that it represents like an easy solution, right? It's like normally the lady on the Eight of Swords, all she would have to do is lean up against the swords to set her hands free, and then she could lift the blindfold off of her eyes, and then she could step forward and set herself free. So I feel like this is kind of like saying you need to see that there are like multiple solutions to any challenges or difficulties that you are dealing with. In the area of your thoughts, you have the Six of Cups. Some of you could be thinking about the past or a person or a situation from the past, and this could be keeping you a little bit stuck. For others, I feel it could just be like one of a million other things that you're thinking of from the past. Six of Cups is just nostalgia. It can say like maybe we are thinking about basically if I'm being honest with you here, Aries, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. What I'm feeling here is that it's like you could be like thinking about things that you cannot control any longer, or you could be thinking about a lot of the things that were in the past, it's like you're not thinking about the things that are right now, right? So I kind of feel like this is too much past thinking here. What I do like about your reading is you do have 2 sixes here. I love 2 sixes. To me, 2 sixes says that you are going to be making a lot of progress and pushing forward. In the area of your foundations, you have the Temperance card, another card that I really like in this situation because your thoughts could be on the past, and it could be like you could be thinking about things that were, right? You could be thinking about when you were younger. You could be thinking about when you had money, or when, if you lost something, you could be thinking about the thing you lost. Temperance is trying to change it, right? So for some of you, I feel like you're realizing that all is not lost. You can change your situation now. It's like what you can't change in the past, you can change right now, right? So I feel like for some of you, that's what you're realizing. With the Temperance card, I feel like you're putting in the work. Normally the Temperance angel is like pouring water back and forth, and it represents transmutation. It kind of says like take your situation and improve upon it, turn it into something much better. In the area of your past, you have the Six of Swords. So Six of Swords, moving on to calmer shores, healing, and kind of getting to the other side. I kind of feel like it has those. This reading has those vibes to me of like being in that place where you go through a breakup and you're starting to feel better, and then all of a sudden you feel worse, right? About the whole situation. That's kind of like what I'm feeling here. It's coming up in your past, so probably not something you really need to worry about. But at the same time, I do feel like I feel that, I feel that energy of kind of, feeling better and then worse. It doesn't even have to be a breakup for you here, Aries. It could just be a situation like a job loss or, whatever challenge you have been through. I feel like it's like you have good days, bad days. In the area of the near future, you have the Knight of Swords. I really am getting the word dedication here, Aries, and I like this for you. Again, major improvements over here. I feel that in a lot of ways, this is saying you are now dedicated to changing your situation. If this is love, like again, you could be thinking about a person from the past. I'm not saying you're going back to this person. I think you're really what you would be doing is looking for something new love, and you are dedicated to making the change, to like making future relationships much better. You're even showing up as the Emperor here, which we're going to talk about in a second. Really good, really nice. You're showing up in your power, showing up in a very strong position here. So it's kind of like saying, well, we'll just talk about it. I feel like you're kind of sitting on your throne now, Aries. It's like you're stepping into your true power, which is great. And because of this, I feel like you're going to be like attracting people who are in their true power, who are empowered, right? And who are good people to be with. So it's almost like you're making yourself, I don't want to say you're making yourself more valuable. People always get offended when I say that, like as if you're not valuable now. That's not what I'm saying at all. But there's nothing wrong with making yourself more valuable, right? And doing whatever you can to improve yourself, as far as I'm concerned, right? So, what I would say here is I feel like a lot of you are doing that. I mean, there's no other way to say it. I feel like you are doing things to improve yourself, make yourself more valuable. And again, how is that a bad thing, right? Somebody tell me how that's a bad thing. Next, in the area of your closest relationships, you have the Ace of Wands here. I feel like a lot of growth coming in for you and a lot of passions. It kind of looks fun too, right? So there could be like a lot more fun coming in for you as far as your closest relationships are concerned. I do also feel that there could be love coming in for you here. Obviously, you end with the Page of Cups, which could be an admirer or someone who's interested in you. So I do feel like there could be like someone who's interested in you coming in for you here. Probably very passionate, very, a lot of desires in this situation if you're attracting love. For others, I just see more like of a building energy here. I'm getting the word building as well. Some of you could be building something with like, people in your life, but, I feel good about that. Especially if you're working on a project with like friends, family, anything like that. I feel like this could be very good. Next, in the area of your future feelings, Ace of Cups, love. I feel like you are feeling loved. I feel like you are feeling like giving love as well. So if you're looking for love, very good. If you're not looking for love, again, the Ace of Cups can just be something that you put your heart into. So it could be like a business, a job, a career, whatever. So, again, you are probably discovering something that you can give your time, effort, and energy to, whatever it is. And finally, you have the Page of Cups. So definitely a love offer could be coming in for you here. I feel like this could be an admirer, someone who's interested in you. It could be any sign, air sign, Sagittarius, fire, earth, air. You basically have everything here. Actually, no earth here, but you have basically everything here. So it could be any sign. But, to me, the Page of Cups is just a general admirer, any sign, basically. So I feel that for a lot of you. For others, I just feel, again, if you're not looking for love, I feel like there could just be, it's like I feel like you need to follow your inspiration here. Ace of Wands is my card of inspiration, and the Page of Cups is like your imagination. But the Page of Cups does say you could make something that you are imagining a reality if you put the work in. So, it could be you're dreaming of a business or, starting something new. And I would get moving on it here, Aries. But let's see here, Aries, what is going on for you here at this time, Aries. You have the moon here, a lot of fears. Again, I do feel like you could be in a period of like fear, anxiety, depression, things like that here. And, obviously if you need to talk to someone, need help, there's no shame in any of that. So, they're always a good option whenever you get heavy energy like this, right? But the moon, the moon is temporary. The moon comes up, the moon goes down. So I do see, like I said, I do see improvements coming in for you. With the Six of Cups, you have the Temperance card. So again, I feel like you can turn this situation around in the sense that you can fix things in the future. It's like maybe you can't have all the things you had in the past, but I feel like you can improve upon what you have right now. And that's kind of like what that is saying. And the other thing is with the Six of Cups is it's almost like I get this feeling like, she is looking at this reflection in the water of what was. She's got 6 cups that she is totally ignoring right next to her. I feel like this is the most important message for you, Aries. It's like, again, I'm not like calling you out or anything, but I feel like she's focusing on what was, and she's not focusing on what could be, which is probably a lot better. And also, it's real. Those cups are real. The reflection that she is looking at, her old story is not real. And I get that feeling for you here, Aries, where it's like there's a new story. It's much better, right? 6 cups instead of just like flowing water that you can't collect, right? And that's what's going on here. Look, you cannot make this up. With the Temperance card, you have the 6 of cups. How hilarious is that? It's like literally just the reverse of that. That is crazy. I don't think I've ever had that happen in a reading where it does that. But, again, I feel like you need to focus on like what you have to gain, not what you have lost. With the Knight of Swords, Emperor, putting in the energy. Knight of Swords, good energy. Knight of Swords is always ready to go, but I would say the difference between the Knight of Swords and the Emperor is the Emperor probably has a better plan. He has a better idea, and, to me, this could represent maybe needing to slow things down. It's like the Knight of Swords is the young, enthusiastic knight. He wants to just blast right through walls. The Emperor, he might have better tactics. He might have better ideas. He might know, instead of, facing an army head on, he might know a better trick on how to defeat an army, right? So I'm not saying that you're going to war here, Aries, but what I am saying is that you could be dealing with a situation like maybe you're trying to build a business, maybe you're trying to grow your business, maybe you're trying to get into a relationship. It's like you might think that you need to rush at these things, but there might be a better, more kind of like wise way of handling things. And so you're going to have to learn how to handle things, right? This could be learning from, the Emperor could be like a mentor, a boss, a parent. And I don't attach gender to my cards. It could be, your mother, father, could be a friend, could be anything. Right? So the Emperor, I'm kind of getting that for you, where it's like if you're thinking about charging right at things, not a bad idea, right? The Knight of Swords, he's still probably going to be successful. There's nothing wrong with what he's doing necessarily, but there's probably just a better way. And that's kind of like what this energy says. The other reason I'm saying this is because the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is one-dimensional. It is thinking that things have to be done only one way, when there are many ways to do things, right? With the Emperor, you have the Two of Wands. Two Wands about taking the lead, so I definitely feel like you're taking the lead on projects in the near future. You're stepping out here. I want to clarify that again here, Aries. Yeah, you have the Ace of Cups. This could be like some sort of offer coming in for you. I mean, if number one, if you're looking for love, there's clearly love coming in for you, but this could be like an offer for a job. It could be an offer for growth as well. It could be anything. I would watch your health at this time as well. It's popping into my head. I'm not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice, but anything you could do to like improve your health would be a good idea. With the Ace of Wands, Page of Cups, definitely feel that there could be love coming in. With the Page of Cups, I feel like there could be a person making an offer, with you or towards you, whatever you want to call it. And I feel like it'd be a very passionate offer as well, so I like it. Also, your imagination. I feel like you get this a lot, Aries, and it's like you're the only sign that keeps getting these messages. Like I think I told you in your last reading or the reading before it, something about how you could have ideas of like, and especially for those of you in work or business or career, it's like I feel like you have all these ideas, but it's like you need to put them into action with those cards. With the Ace of Cups, you have the World. I definitely feel like you're ending a cycle, and this is the area of your future feelings. I feel like you're ending a cycle here for sure in love. It's almost like you're leaving this in the past and moving towards new love. So some of you could be letting go of the past. For others, I feel like you're accomplishing a lot at this time. And with the Page of Cups here, you have the Two of Swords and the Six of Swords. Definitely going to the other side. Look, she is where she has always been. She needs to go to these new lands behind her here if that's going to focus. Aries, let's see. Maybe, maybe not. But she needs to turn around, right? And like, look, literally, someone is bringing this lady across the choppy waters to the other side, Like I said, Emperor, I feel there could be like a mentor for some of you, or there could be a person who can guide you in your life towards the other side, whatever that means for you. And this could be in any area of your life. It could be, in business. It could be in work. It could be in career. It could be in love. But I feel like there's someone who you probably know this person. And again, it's not going to cost you money probably. People always think, every time I say mentor, people are like, oh, I don't have money for a mentor. I'm always like, mentors can be free, right? It could be a friend, family member that isn't going to charge you money to help guide you in life. It could be someone on YouTube as well. It's like there are plenty of people. It's like you don't have to physically be with a person to learn from them, right? There is a ridiculous amount of knowledge on YouTube about anything you could possibly imagine. Just search. I always make the joke about worm farming. Just search about worm farms. There's a ridiculous amount of information about worm farms on YouTube. So it's like anything that you need help with, there is information that exists and for free. that you can go watch on YouTube. So what I would say here is that, I feel like you need someone's wisdom. Like this guy in the back of the boat here, he represents a guide. The guy in the back of the Six of Swords really represents like a spirit guide. But again, it could be like a mentor, someone like that. Really good reading, Aries. I love it. I do feel like major improvements coming in for you. So we're going to pull 3 yes or no questions here, Aries. 1, 2, 3. Feel free to pause this reading if you need time to think your questions. But for question number 1, I would say no. 7 of Wands, I don't know why I feel like saying no, but I do. I trust my gut instinct, and my first instinct on the 7 of Wands is no. Normally, 7 of Wands would be a yes for me, but for whatever reason, I feel no. For card number 2, I would say no. 5 of Cups, sadness. And for card number 3, I would say yes. Victory coming in for you here with the Ace of Swords. 3 aces. Well, technically 4, even though you really have the Ace of Cups twice. But I feel like there's a victory coming in for you here. I feel the first 2 questions, no, whatever. This is 5 of Pentacles, by the way. I don't think I said that. But I feel for some of you, there's a victory. I definitely feel like this kind of sums up your reading. It's like I was saying, anxiety, depression. He kind of looks depressed under this mushroom here on the 5 of Pentacles. But the Ace of Swords would be the improvement, would be the victory. So I do feel like there are improvements coming in for you, especially, for some of you, I'm wondering if this is an emotional reading, meaning that your emotions have been affected for a long time, and now your emotions are improving. So I like it. So thank you for being here, Aries. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.